Hello, goblins. It's Chris, Eldritch Pipes. In an unusual episode, this is not a This Week's Pipes or a Listen with Eldritch, it's available pipes. Actually, it's available things. Pipes and tampers. Because that's what I've got. Obviously, yesterday was the UK Pipe Show. It was really lovely meeting up with everyone. It was great to see the new pipe makers having tables. Aidan Hasselwood, H Pipes, had a table. Paul Lucas, Poor Pipes, had a table. I was next to Mike Billington, Blake Marr, and had Sam from GQ Tobaccos on the other side of me. Across the room was Ian Walker and Chris Asquith. That's Northern Briars and Asquith Pipes. It was just a lovely day. Meeting some of you guys. Some of you guys I've met before. Some of you guys I haven't. It's always nice to meet new people. Coming in, having a look. It was just a lovely day. I wish you could have more pipe shows. Here we go. Actually, there's a do next week at Mike's. I think it might be the London Pipe Club doing it. Sometimes they meet at Mike's, and I think that's what's going on. So doubtless I'll see a few faces there again. All right. The meat and bones of this video. Probably going to be a longer video than normal. Firstly, Herbert West reanimated Tampers. No. Yes. They are finally done. And ready. I'm doing the first announcement on YouTube, so you guys, the guys that watch these videos, are the ones that will have the first bite of the cherry on these. Tomorrow I'll do a post on Instagram, and then the day after that I'll probably do a post on Facebook. One reason is it's kind of really hectic trying to monitor all three at the same time, and I kind of, obviously my Instagram account now has taken a hit, so probably YouTube is probably my account with the greatest reach at the moment. And hey, so if you want a tamper, or more than one tamper, email me at devilsreef@gmail.com. Obviously you can shout out if you want one in the comments, but email me as well, because that's where we'll deal with the addresses and payment and stuff. Yeah. And so comment down if you want one, but you're not sure how to get in contact with me. Although I will, as always, have my email address in the description below the video. So that's Tampers. After, 6 weeks? 6 weeks of not being able to put pipes up for sale, I can now unleash them. So, we're going to have a look at what I've got available. And they're just going to come out of the box in no particular order. Again, if any of these take your fancy, you need to email me at devilsreef@gmail.com, and that's where we'll discuss it. So, if you've been watching these videos, you will have seen this before, some of these before, but obviously they were not available at the time. Now they are. black sandblasted strawberry with the ultraviolet wave stem. I was getting really good feedback on the new resin at the show, which makes me very happy. This strawberry, if you remember, was the first pipe that I blasted with some new media that I'd ordered, new finer media, and the ring grain on this strawberry is excellent. As noted, it's got one of the resins from the new series on, the ultraviolet wave. This is just a great Eldritch standard, I would call this. I make lots of these in a year, very popular, and it's rare to have one available for sale. The vast majority of them that I make are commissioned. So there you go. Sandblasted strawberry with ultraviolet stem. That's the first pipe. Next one. Sleek Dublin. I love this shape. It's just a huge swoop. Really nice to make. Black sandblast revealing quite detailed straight grain. Not a deep sandblast, just a kind of texture. It's just really the way that the stem curves in and then the stummel swoops out. I think it's just a really nice flow. Nice little camber to the rim. No straight lines anywhere on this thing. And the stem is amber flame, which is another of the new ones. There you go. Sleek Dublin. I don't know how many of those I make a year. Not many. And most of the ones I make are because I want to make them. They're not usually commissions. I think maybe I recall taking one commission for a Sleek Dublin. A what I call Danish egg with a kind of gnarly sandblast on it. The media just kind of really etched into this one. I wouldn't necessarily call it deep, but there's a lot of texture in it. There was a time when this Danish egg was really popular. A couple of years ago I was making quite a lot of these. Done with a half saddle stem. So it kind of like shares, there's a couple of shapes, if you know me, that I like a half saddle stem on. This is one of them, the other is the strawberry. And I'm kind of flip-flopping on the acorn now. I've made quite a few with a half saddle stem, but now that I've made a few with the full saddle stem, like the one that I smoke, I'm kind of digging that. So I might be erring on a full saddle for the acorn. Maybe it just, because it's such a small pipe and the extra taking out of the stem just takes a little extra weight out of it as well, makes it even lighter. Maybe something like that. There you go. Nice curves on this guy. That's the rose ripple from the new set. Right. The blackthorn billiard. A very interesting pipe. The very first one I made of these was for a 4 horseman box set, and I really enjoyed making that guy. So he's carved and sandblasted, as you can see. So you got the straight grain kind of like going across there. Yeah, paired with a moss cumberland stem. The green on there is more vibrant than it is in real life. There are a couple of colours that this monitor kind of saturates, and this green is one of them. It's still really nice green, it's just not as lime green as it appears on the screen. It's a moss green. Little scooped rim for added interest. Blackthorn billiard. I think maybe I've only made in total. Might be the third one. I made one as a commission after the 4 horseman box set, which sometimes happens. Now, if you were wanting a smooth pipe from me and you still haven't heard from me yet, I've got a few people on my smooth pipe list, but currently all those people want a smooth strawberry. I have some smooths, but not strawberries. So if you're interested in smooth pipes and wondering how can you get one, I have 2 here. This is a tulip, which is more or less my standard take on the cutty form. I think when I first did a cutty, I just couldn't quite keep to that sort of like classic form. I wound up scooping the rim, and this was the result. And I have done them like this more or less ever since. So you have some straight grain on the sides of the bowl and on the shank. And I've paired this with a resin that I've not put up for general release yet. I've still not cracked how to mass produce it. Someone said that this was similar to my Guinness resin. And it is, I suppose it does bear some resemblance to it. This is earth and ivory. It's very dark brown, but even though it's really dark, it's still clear technically, but it's very dark. And so it still allows for this this like bakelite look of seeing motion under the surface, which is really cool. Love it. So, smooth tulip. If you've been after a smooth pipe, that's option 1. The other guy's a little more hefty. So, as you can tell, I did this and the tulip in the same treatment. It's a deep chocolate contrast, and the grain on this guy is super cool. As you can see, just the straight grain sort of flowing up the curve. On the other side as well. Again, in just a chocolate contrast stain. No top stain, so it's just the contrast is brighter. And with the earth and ivory stem. The flow to this guy, just like this, a supple S, which I find very pleasing, and some plateau on the underside. Tough. There you go, Viking horn. Definitely one of my more popular shapes, and I can't actually remember the last time I made a smooth one. Pretty rare. If you watch my channel, you know that smooths for me are a pretty rare event. I don't just make a pipe smooth in the sense that you can make any pipe smooth, because you can just shape, sand, stain, wax, and it's a smooth. But for me, it's kind of all got to come together. No flaws in the surface, the grain doing what it should be doing, and then I make it a smooth. The last one then, if I can pull him out, is the snail. In a chocolate and orange contrast blast. Scooped rim. Plateau foot. He's not a sitter, but he dreams of sitting. He wishes he could sit. It is a reverse calabash chamber. If you're not familiar with those, it's a cooling chamber in the rear of the pipe. So the smoke expands, cools, moisture can condense on the side. So in theory, or the aim is a cooler, drier smoke. The amber flame resin again, and something like a 5.5 inch stem. Most of the length of this pipe is in the stem. Really nice piece of resin. There you go. The carnivorous snail, for your consideration. I feel like I need my pipe back. Cool. All right. I think that's about it. Hey, did I mention what I was smoking? GLP's Embarcadero. I should have done that at the start of the video. Completely left my mind. Alright. That's it. That's the lot. If you're interested in any of those pipes or a tamper, email me at devilsreef@gmail.com. Until next time, it'll be, what will it be? It'll be this week's pipes at some point. Alright, Till then, take it very easy. Your loyal pipe maker.